blown.
Oh, that's because you've been in the wonderful sunny day.
It is sunny.
Of April 14th, 2020. I almost said 19.
Did you almost say 19?
Why would I say 19? I'm slipping back into the world of whatever. 2024. I think we need a theme song. Like when we come out, like da 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 da.
That would be
da 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 da. Hey, fuck!
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should call. I'll have to contact Snoop and say, "Hey, Snoop, what do you think? You think you could do a rap song?"
We need a jingle. We need a jingle.
Get it,
Snoop.
Take your sticks. Do the sticker.
Yeah.
Do the move. We can get Snoop to do that. That would be amazing. He'd make a small fortune from that.
You're right. Yeah.
Well, he would, because all our flockers would be like, "Yay, Snoop Dogg."
Okay.
You don't think that? You guys don't think that?
Good morning, Nancy.
Hi,
good morning, Carly.
How you guys doing?
I didn't tell you over our bad breakfast of just scrambled eggs and toast.
Well, that was very kind of you to even do that.
I slept until 7:10 today.
Were you not feeling well?
Well, I was a little sick and tired of watching the Masters yesterday. So at like 6:30, I said, I'm going to bed. And I watched Jeff Dunham, some new thing that he did in 2020.
The Masters was still going on at 6:30 at night?
Oh my God, just turn the channel to something else, to another broadcast. And yeah, they'll replay it forever.
Oh my gosh. Why do they do that? It's crazy.
Yeah, I watched that, and then I watched something else just in bed. Because I was like...
I had Star Wars on.
I meant to have this done.
But you just couldn't take the Masters anymore.
But I couldn't watch the Masters anymore. I just couldn't do it. And I was really only working on this when I was sitting over on the couch.
Yeah.
And if I'm sitting over on the couch, I literally have to watch the Masters.
Well, yeah, because they have their...
Because of the big new TV that my husband got. And it actually...
It's perfect.
In all fairness.
Right.
It does look... The Masters does look really cool on that screen.
Oh, yeah, totally. And I happen to agree with you.
Especially Azalea Lane. Oh my God, it's so pretty.
Yeah.
On this, it's like you're right there.
Right. You're just sitting in the flowers.
But it is just a bunch of guys with sticks hitting balls around a pretty course.
I have sticks too. And I have balls.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Morning, Karen.
Yeah. So anyway.
So because I didn't really want to be over there, and I can come over here to like literally right here where we're sitting.
Okay.
And I can put on I can Netflix and put some earbuds in and watch something different on my pad.
Sure.
But then I'm not knitting. So then my brain went to, which I texted all my ladies yesterday or the day before, I can't remember. And I'm like, should I do an advent for just knitters or knitters and crocheters? And nobody really answered me, but my brain answered myself.
I figured you were going to know which way. And I thought, I'll give her a day or two to kind of mull this over.
Yeah, it's going to be for both.
And so I thought I didn't want to throw too many 2 senses in there.
Somebody said that seems like a lot of work. And I'm like, yeah, but I got slave labor coming in July.
How long is she going to be here?
I
probably won't get to see her.
She'll be here for the party.
I'll be gone.
You'll be gone. She's just here through the weekend.
Oh, no, I'm not going to get to see her. Oh, man. You probably need to we should go up and see her some weekend. We should do a road trip.
You want a road trip 10 hours?
No.
I would.
No, it's called drive 20 minutes to the airport.
To the airport and fly out there?
Flight. Yeah, that's far enough to fly. Chicago's a little bit on my iffy side.
Fuck, you got to, 2 hours before the flight. It's a 3-hour drive.
Some friends of mine actually went, and I think I told the story, they went from Fort Wayne to O'Hare. Allegiant was running some special. So these tickets were only like $100 or something.
Fort Wayne?
Fort Wayne to O'Hare, like Frontier or Allegiant or one of those.
Spirit.
So they took an Uber to downtown, And he's just like, the parking in their hotel was like $75 a night. And it wasn't in and out parking. It was just bring it in, park it, and then you're done.
Right.
So I said, you spent all that money just to fly like that? And he goes, well, think about it. And then when I was thinking of maybe going up to YarnCon this weekend, I thought the same thing. I'm thinking it's $47 to park at a self-park place that's a half a mile away from YarnCon. And then I'm thinking I'm not so sure whether or not I'm going to, and then walking in, no, I'm not, not, I'm spoiled. It's only like $15 here in Indy. So, which that is a lot of money in my opinion. But
Park.
Yeah. The
At
airport's
the airport?
gone up again. I think it's 12 or 15 now.
In long term? In economy?
Yeah, I think so. I think you're almost better off taking Ubers anymore, or have some. Well, I never drive. Now, Mikey and I.
Jamie has to drive to the airport because I insist on having the whole garage when he's gone.
Well, that's a good idea. That I wish I could have that. He usually takes the truck because he doesn't, it's so old and it's a stick shift. And if somebody broke into it, they'd be like, "What the hell?"
I don't know how to drive this.
I don't know anymore. And
it's a stick shift with like power by Armstrong windows.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the whole bit. Yeah. And so I'm sure that's part of the reason why he likes to do. I don't like taking the truck, but he drops me off and then he goes and parks the truck and then he meets me at the gate. So I usually take his luggage with me.
Yeah.
And stuff. So, which is okay because I'm one of these that shoves my bag and then I'll go back and get my other bag and shove the bag. And then it's pretty hysterical watching me go across the airport with extra bags, but that's okay. I can do it. I've been looking for luggage.
You're an expert at it.
I'm getting better. That's what happened to me yesterday.
Away is great luggage.
I know. I'm seriously considering getting the big one.
I mean, it's spendy. Don't get me wrong. It is super spendy.
It's super expensive, but with as
they're
much as I travel, they're indestructible and they're guaranteed. So I thought, well, that really would be something to consider.
Even like, you saw I took the little one to Florida and I packed for a week in a carry-on.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I don't pack like you pack, but
I take a 26-incher for a weekend.
If you had the big one and the carry-on, you wouldn't need anything else.
I wouldn't need anything else. Mm-mm. The only thing is, the more room I have, the more I try to stick in it.
But you have to remember that you buy things.
Well, see, that's the other reason why I don't always fill the little one, because the little one
is for buying.
I actually, when on our longer trips, I have the big one and the carry-on size, and then another carry-on that goes in the plane with me, that has my medicine and my stitching and all the the batteries and stuff that I have to keep with me.
Yeah.
So that goes. So I actually have 3 pushing bags.
The Aways actually have their own battery pack.
I know, but you got to take that out.
Well, you have to charge it.
Yeah, I know, but you have to take it out.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you cannot check that.
I have.
No.
Oh, not checked. I carry mine on.
Right.
Yeah, I was so.
I didn't know that. For the longest time, I used to stick they're heavy. Those brick things, they get heavy after a while. You get a few of them. The newer ones are great. They're like credit card size. They're teeny tiny little skinny things.
I just go with my Away. I just go with that battery pack.
Well, I can, if I had one in the luggage, I could use it in the room. But anymore, I have a fan that has to be charged. I have my phone, my earbuds,
everything needs to be charged nowadays. It's ridiculous.
Everything. Yeah.
I hate things that need to be charged. That's why I like corded earphone.
You don't like the AirPods? I like them.
I have the bone ones now. They're like fake bone ones that I love.
Yeah.
Absolutely love these. They don't go in your ear. They sit outside your ear. Mine are not the bone ones. They were like $20. And those need to be charged. But I only leave those at work because you can't tell that I have them on.
Right. You can't see. Right.
With my dark hair and they're black, you can't see them. And we're not supposed to. Well, the warehouse workers are not supposed to have their phones
Well,
because it's a safety issue.
it is.
You know,
it's a
they're running around there
technicality.
with forklifts and parts pickers and stuff, and you need to be able to hear.
Well, it's funny because every once in a while you'll be somewhere and you know damn well that they're taking out, they're checking. Yeah.
Yeah.
What used to get me was
They're changing the music station.
what used to get me when I worked night shift is these people would be on the phone at 3:00 in the morning, whether it was the desk phone or their own phone. Who the hell are you talking to at 3:00 in the morning? Aren't they asleep? Just because I'm awake doesn't mean you have to keep somebody else awake. I don't get it. Whatever it was. But anyhow, that's beside the point. So
That is beside the point.
did everybody have a wonderful week with the eclipse?
It was really cool.
Wasn't it cool?
It was really cool.
I have to admit,
Jimmy and I sat out here on the deck and
I have to admit, I think this was my favorite one so far. Now, this T-shirt here, see, guys, this says
so specific.
from 2012. This is the first total eclipse that we saw when we were on that cruise. I'd never been in, I think I probably was, but never knew what it meant.
There was a partial eclipse here 7 years ago.
Yeah, but not anywhere near with this.
Yeah.
And even in the ocean, it wasn't as long as this one. This was a very long totality here.
Yeah.
4+ minutes. And it was amazing. And I don't think people were surprised that Indianapolis didn't get as many people as what they thought they were going to have coming to it, going and watching it and coming into the city to see it. Well, on the website, they showed where certain cities like Carbondale, Illinois, it was going to be at 2:10. And then Cleveland, it was going to be 3:15.
They made such a
but the thing is my neighbor 2 doors over, she didn't understand the fact that she thought it just came here and then at 3:15 you wouldn't see it again until 3:15 in Cleveland. She didn't realize that this was all the way across the country.
How old is your neighbor? How old is she?
She's in her 20s.
Okay, that's why. I'm sorry.
You know,
does anybody fucking understand how the goddamn sun moves?
I don't.
Or the moon.
Or the moon.
Or the earth.
Or the whole bit.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Seriously, I'm not kidding you.
Oh, I know you're not kidding me.
This
tells you exactly how the fucking education system is in our country.
I know.
20 years old and doesn't understand how the fucking sun works.
I know. Well, and it's so weird.
I mean,
my mom always says
she
that
probably
too.
is a flat earther too. She probably thinks the earth is flat. Fuck's sake. I'm sorry.
She's a really nice lady.
I'm a little crotchety. Can you tell? I've had to watch fucking Masters the last 3 days.
And I said, hey, you want to take a swing
2 days, really.
Actually, I said to her, I said, you want to take a swing at it? I thought she was going to take a swing at me when she heard the word swing. She was like, what? Dang, Master should have worn green jacket today. And then she really would have.
Oh, no, I would have been like, all right, get out.
Get out.
Get out.
Get out. You're not allowed. So, but it was pretty spectacular. So
it was cool. It was really cool.
I have to admit, it was one of my favorites ever.
Jamie and I sat out here. There was actually people. We thought there would be a bunch of people out in the green space here because you know we have a huge area in our back.
Especially because
that's public.
And they come. It's almost full when the fireworks
for the fireworks.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the fireworks, it's almost completely full. And so we kind of thought there would be a bunch of people out on, blankets and whatnot, just hanging out because it was a gorgeous day.
Beautiful. We lucked
awesome.
out totally.
Yeah, because they thought it was going to be
crummy.
They thought it was going to be cloudy.
Yeah.
And there was wispy clouds.
Yeah, but nothing that overshadowed. You got to see the whole effect, the diamond. You got to see the whole Corona movement and everything.
Right. And so there was 4 people and they were sitting on the pylons by the side of the road. You know, the little things on the side of the road that keeps people from driving out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were sitting on those. And I'm like,
okay.
All right. Whatever.
Yeah. That sort of thing.
Our neighbors were out next door with their grandkids and Jamie and I just kind of sat out there, had a cocktail. and watch the sun go down.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
And then come back up.
Exactly. That was this totality, I guess, because I was at home.
Right.
When we were in the Faroes, which was 2015, it was a cloudy day.
Oh, so it was already
darker.
Kind of darker.
It was a rainy, kind of cloudy day. So what was good about it is you could watch the eclipse through the clouds without the glasses. So that was kind of nice. And then when we hit totality, it's like, God gets up there and he's like, okay, Mother Nature says, okay, let them see it. And then you can come back.
Mm-hmm.
And this one, since it was so much longer, those were only a little over 2.5 minutes. This one was quite.
So it was like 4 minutes. It was a while.
It was quite a while. And all the lights came on. Everybody's.
Oh yeah. Our patio lights came on.
Yeah. The security lights.
They're light sensitive,
Yeah. All time, for the light. And it was kind of fun.
Yeah, they're not on timers. They're on light sensitive.
No, and it was very dark. This one was darker than any of the other ones I had experienced. I mean, this was like total nighttime. And I was so surprised that all these lights came on. And the next thing you know, it's as quiet as can be over by our house. And I'm on a busy road. And it was like dead silence.
Nobody was driving.
Nobody was driving.
And the birds stopped chirping.
Exactly.
They all were like,
what the fuck's going on? Wait a minute. I still got 20 minutes.
I'm supposed to be out still collecting worms and seeds for the babies.
Yeah.
But maybe I miscalculated time. I best go back to the nest. And
yeah, so it's really crazy when that happened. It was really kind of neat to get that feeling. And the temperature drop.
It was 20 degree drop.
It was only 8.
It felt like it was 20 degree drop.
It did. I think it's because it was abrupt.
It was.
Because it was slowly kind of getting dingy, and then it's abrupt.
But it was, what was weird to me was with the glasses, you could see the moon, starting to cover up the sun. But as soon as you took the glasses off, it was still bright as day.
Yeah.
And even when there was just a sliver left of the sun,
right?
And you took the glasses off and you looked, it was just as bright as day.
Right.
That's what happened the last time we had it here.
Right. And if you looked up during the actual darkness, you could still see a dark sun.
Yeah.
And if you took a picture.
Yeah, which Jamie did. I didn't.
All you get is the sun. And Gail actually had a special lens that she had on for the one in the Pacific. And she got some great shots in the Pacific. So, but anyway.
Yeah.
But I found this in the bottom of a drawer.
Because she was going through her stuff.
Yeah. How we got started on luggage wasn't because so much I was going anywhere. I am going next month. But I was going to go up and clean up my suitcase because I need a new one. So I was going to get all that stuff out. And somehow I got into my closet to take out all these little suitcases that I've had over the years. And I seem to collect suitcases. So and then I ended up going through drawers. I emptied out 3 dresser drawers and 4 basket drawers of clothes. Unbelievable amount. I had to sleep on the couch because my bed was full of crap. And I didn't have anywhere to put it yet.
And you got rid of 2 big bags of 8 o'clock that you're never going to use again.
You're never going to use
and
again.
Somebody else will use them.
Yeah. There were some nice colors in there too. I hope your mother-in-law gets a chance to use them.
I'm sure she will.
Oh yeah. I hope
she was like, every single one is 14 count. And I go, well, that doesn't surprise me.
No. Is that good? I mean,
no, and I said, I know you probably typically use 16. And she goes, yeah, but my age and my eyes, I think 14 is probably better.
I'm at 11.
I go, I'm honestly surprised that you didn't have 12s in there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down.
She goes, I don't think I can do 12.
I think
Isn't 11 the plastic canvas?
Yeah, no, that's 7 to 9. 12 is needlepoint. The 12 is needlepoint. And there's an 11. Yeah, that's needlepoint.
But that's got to be small needlepoint. I'm used to the needlepoint that's like yarn and like big holes.
Yeah, those are the 7s and the 8s of the plastic.
No, they were never plastic.
Well, they
But
used
this
to
is
have
from
it.
the 70s, though.
Well, true. Yeah, things have
Things
come
have
and gone.
changed.
Yeah,
Immensely changed.
Yeah, there. It's been a time or two since because like the
I
fabric.
haven't done cross stitch since probably the 90s, 2000s.
2012.
Early 2000s.
2012. I was stitching the second Monopoly board.
Okay.
By
the way, Jody said that she was glad she finally caught us live.
Yay! Really, we're not any different. Except you don't have to. I don't know. Do they get the commercials when we're live?
They do.
I'm sorry.
But I think I turned it off on this one.
Okay.
I can't remember. I'm sorry, guys.
Whatever.
I tried to, for the live. I try to not have the commercials in there because I know it's stupid.
Yeah.
For the live.
Yeah.
And I try not to have too many of them on the other ones. But I digress. Whatever.
I do too.
I literally was wanting to be done with this one by today. But like I said, I got stuck watching the Masters. And so when I was sitting here watching something on Netflix at my kitchen table, I let my mind wander into the Advent world. And my decision is I will have a 24-piece Advent, 24 or 25, depending on what you choose, for knitters and for crocheters.
Yes.
So your choice. Hopefully I will get that up in Etsy within the month.
Yeah. So that you can get a pre-order.
So you could pre-order. And then, I'll ship out in November.
Right.
So you have it for the 1st of December.
This way, then she knows how many of us to rope in here to be able to wrap it and stuff it and put it in bags and put the stickers on. We're going to have an assembly.
I am going to put my daughter to work.
Oh, I think
I told her I be prepared.
There's no free rides here. Let me tell you.
Be prepared to work in July when you come.
I'm telling you.
That's what's going to happen.
So that's what we're doing.
So I sat here and I have some things.
She does it. And they're so cute.
See, this is why I don't want to tell her because.
Yeah, but I won't tell him that. I really want to tell him one of them, but
guys, like this is the thing.
Dying.
I want to tell him about the one that was like this,
but I won't. I'll be quiet. But I can be bribed with the Starbucks on Tuesday. So if you really want to know on Tuesday when you come, if you want to come,
she knows because I'm never there because I'm at work.
So she's at work. See, so
but yeah,
we're gonna have to sign a non-disclosure agreement when we come and do the work.
Yeah.
Shut up. We'll have a gag order.
I'll have a non-disclosure.
If you see me on some Sunday with this gag,
I'll probably just give you guys, one of the Advent calendars if you do come and help.
Well, I'll come and help. I was just going to buy it. I didn't care.
You're not going to buy it.
Actually, I was going to go in and just take one here and there.
Yeah,
See, like.
No, you can't do that with you because I specifically ordered just the right amount of it.
I found it on the floor, so now it's mine.
It is. Finders keepers.
Losers weepers.
That was I had an order. This is one of the stitch markers from the steampunk line. And
goes really well with
that. Yeah, it sure does.
Yeah.
I had an order for that and I went in and I filled it and I'm like, oh, I need to make some more. So that's what happens.
Yeah, you get going and then you have to do that. I think that's what happened yesterday. I got involved with the one piece of luggage because I'm bound and determined to start not taking as much as what I do. Now, the last time I did really well.
I've offered to pack for you.
Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. I did really well on the last trip. I only brought black pants. And so all my shirts had to, black you can wear anything with. So it's okay. So I only had black pants. So I only had to take one pair of black shoes and the black flip-flops.
Right.
That went that go with it.
I could see you bringing a couple different pairs of flip-flops because you can match flip-flops to the shirt.
Well, I have
like
to
if you're wearing a white shirt, you could wear a white flip-flop.
Yeah, but I don't do that.
Funny little flower.
I bring the noisy ones.
Well, yeah,
because they drive my sister off. One comfortable pair and one noisy pair. So that when we walk down the hall, they go flip-flop, 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 and it drives her insane.
Yeah.
She'd sit in the casino for hours, but she can't stand my flip-flops.
You need to have flip-flops that do like a Minnie Mouse voice when
That'd
you
be fun.
flip-flop. That would be hysterical.
I know.
I'm sure they make them.
I know they do. We actually, my mom had a thing for clocks, and she loved the chimes. And then when Gail moved in there, I thought they were going to come to Rose. I mean, have a battle because Mom liked them, and they were not set at the same time. They were like a minute or two apart. So for 10 minutes,
so she could have like the full effect of all the chimes.
All the chimes.
Yeah.
And at the 3 o'clock mark, she'd get the whole thing. And then before it even went bing, bing, another clock was going off and doing the whole story.
I love it.
And my sister was like,
it.
"Get him out of this
Did
house!"
she have any of the Dutch ones where the?
Oh yeah, they came out.
Yeah,
they came
those
and
are so
walked around.
cool.
I know. She loved clocks, and she loved
Those
every
were
time.
awesome.
We used to get them at Disney for her when the cuckoo clocks and type things.
Oh.
Now she wasn't big on cuckoo. She didn't care for the cuckoo.
Well,
she didn't care for that, but she did like the ones had like the Glockenspiel ones that came out and did things.
Yeah.
You know, those are the ones that she really liked. Mikey's actually kept a couple of them, and when he resets them, he always forgets to hit the switch. He can't hear it, but I can, and I'm sort of like my sister. Turn that damn thing off. Because it goes off, I don't hear it until 5 o'clock in the morning. I didn't hear it at 1. I didn't hear it at 2. But for some reason, at 5 o'clock in the morning, I can hear it. And I'm not getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning. But then the dog comes in with his little nose and goes, "Well, since you're up anyway, you can just go ahead and feed me." And I'm like, "No, go bother him."
Even though, I was just going to say, even though Mikey's already fed him.
Yeah, it's his fault.
He just wants a treat. I woke you up. Don't I get a treat?
Yeah, exactly. He goes and he stands on the porch, thinks that's outside. No, you're not getting a treat for that. So, yeah.
I came through the door.
I know. He's been getting a lot of, he has to lose 5 pounds, according to the vet. And I don't think he needs to lose any weight because he's 9 years old and I don't really care. Let him have his world. But he's been getting a lot more celery lately. Yeah. So Mikey must have gotten it on sale or something like that because he cut 2 big containers of it. That's your Sunday morning deal. The cantaloupe, they cut up the cantaloupe and they cut up the celery.
Okay.
And Mikey fills his treat box for the week.
Okay.
And makes sure he has Abner all set for the week. Yeah. So gets the cans of pumpkin up and the green beans. Now Gail roasts the carrots for the dog.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm done.
He won't eat it. He won't eat it. He wouldn't eat plain carrots. Abner will. He'll eat just plain. He won't eat spinach plain. But I have to agree with him. I don't like plain spinach either. Has to have at least butter on it. Butter and salt.
And bacon.
I never put bacon. You know what my sister did? She made the green bean casserole and she put bacon bits in there.
Yum.
Oh my God, it was so good. It was the best. I never even thought about that. Well, I'm not a cook, so it doesn't matter.
What was it I saw? Oh, I saw it and I'm going to have to try it myself because why not? Because of bacon. You know how the old fashioned way of making popcorn on the stove?
Yeah. It's the only way I make it.
Bacon grease and popcorn kernels.
Oh, I never thought about
I
that.
didn't either. Never.
Oh my God.
And I have bacon, like I'm a frugal bitch. Like I have a jar of bacon grease on it. That's the best thing to make eggs in the morning and whatnot.
It totally is.
I am so making popcorn with bacon grease.
Oh, I have to think. Yeah.
It's probably going to be criminal.
Oh, I mean, the problem with it is then how do you go back? Once you started.
But is that a bad thing? You just get more bacon.
Well, I guess so. You get bacon on top of bacon. The only problem is
popcorn.
Mikey, he does. since I don't eat that much bacon, he buys the pre-cooked stuff.
Then you don't get the bacon grease.
I know. Well, that's okay. So anyway, so
Popcorn with bacon grease is the best, right? Okay, so I'm not like losing my mind. Diane says it's the best.
okay, well then I think we'll have to go that route. I'll have to give it a shot. I've never even thought about it.
I do bacon
But
grease.
bacon,
If I have bacon
anything.
grease, it doesn't last very long. I don't these people who have big containers of bacon grease, how? Like, are you eating bacon, like fresh bacon every day? Because like,
Now, do you cook it on the stove or do you cook it in the oven?
I do mine in the oven.
Mikey's an oven guy too.
Definitely in the oven.
Yeah, Mikey's an oven guy.
Mhm.
So he says it.
Now I
He said
hear that on the grill is pretty good too. On a cookie sheet on the grill.
Oh, I never thought about that.
But
He uses
in the
air
oven,
fryer.
it stays flat.
Yeah, it doesn't curl up.
It doesn't curl
go-
up and it doesn't spit bacon grease all over your stove.
Yeah, it doesn't, because inevitably you go to turn it, and that's when it's going to go pop, pop, pop.
Yeah, that's when. Yeah.
Except on the when you do it on the stove, on the top of the stove, you can get those nice little rolls of fat.
Usually,
just
if I'm
so
doing it on the stove, I've already cut it up into little pieces, and I want it like bacon bits inside of scrambled eggs or
Okay,
something like that,
I guess.
or
Yeah.
carbonara or something, which I know you're
Yeah.
not supposed to use bacon for, but I'm not going to get
Why wouldn't you use bacon in carbonara?
because it's supposed to be, what is the Italian non-smoked
Oh,
bacon?
pancetta.
Pancetta.
Oh,
So it's not supposed to be smoked. It's supposed to be pancetta.
Oh,
just cured
cured
ham.
egg instead. Okay. Okay, fine.
But
Whatever.
I'm not going to buy just specific pancetta just for that. Like if I got bacon, it's going to be bacon, egg yolks, and pepper. Yep.
I remember the
That'll
first
do.
time I had pancetta. I was like, I don't know what it is. I didn't know what it was.
It's bacon without smoke.
I didn't know that.
Well, okay. Not
I don't
really.
know these things.
It's
because-
ham without smoke. It's
Mhm.
cured ham without
Mhm.
smoke.
Okay,
Not
so
really
what's
bacon.
the difference between pork belly and bacon?
Bacon is cured and smoked. Pork belly is just
The part that the bacon is cured.
the part that is cured and smoked to make bacon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't know that you were going to get all this cooking information on the knitting thing. We're not talking about anything else but all this food stuff. You know, you're all going to run out and get bacon, aren't you? See, everybody's going to go home and they're going to make bacon with popcorn.
And
Oh, see, no, Diane does it in the broiler.
popcorn with bacon.
Yeah.
I think, if you cook your popcorn in bacon fat, bacon grease, I see nothing wrong with putting bacon bits in your popcorn as well.
Well, you could do that too. That would work.
I
Yeah.
see nothing wrong with it.
No. The best way to eat popcorn, in my opinion, is cheese popcorn and caramel corn.
Well, you're a Grater's girl.
I am
You're a Grater's girl. Do you like the Trimix
no.
from Grater's?
It's okay.
It just has the butter one in it too.
Yeah, it's you know,
You like
And-
cheese and caramel.
the one at Christmas time that they have with the chocolate and the caramel and it's all clumped together.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, and you could buy a container about like
Well, I
this
was just
big
gonna
for $45.
Yeah.
You know, that has like 2 nuts in it,
Yeah.
but it's amazing. You know,
I was just going to say, if you did the bacon one and the bacon grease and added bacon bits, then if you drizzled dark chocolate on there too,
that would be amazing.
that would be really good.
Oh yeah,
I may have to do that just for Jamie.
my mom used
mean,
to take.
He would so hate me if I did that. I'm
She
sure.
used to take pretzel sticks and dip them in the chocolate, and she take them.
Potato chips are good dipped in chocolate.
You should be able to buy the potato chips
You
already
you-
in chocolate.
You can at Costco every once in a while they have them.
Oh really?
Yeah, they're half dipped in
Ah.
chocolate.
That's all. I mean, when I used to have that monthly thing, you could tell. I mean, it was a Hershey bar and a bag of potato chips.
Speaking of that monthly thing,
Yeah,
okay, I'm 53.
yeah.
Haven't had a period long time. I have had the worst freaking cramps the last like 4 freaking days. What? Anybody else in my age range?
No blood,
No.
just cramps.
Major, massive cramps.
You should probably go in. You might be developing fibroids.
Oh my God.
It may be time to get rid of that thing. It's awful.
Bad cramps.
Oh, but don't let them do a biopsy or anything. Make sure you're sedated for that. They stick this little thing in there and there's no room. I don't understand this. It's like this is where a baby
I don't
comes
understand how they think that they can clip off chunks of flesh with no anesthesia, no numbing, no anything.
Well, when you have a pap smear, they take a piece of thing and it's just a little pinch, you know, and it's no different when it's internal. It's getting it to there that is the
if you have
issue.
to go through the cervix, sorry.
Yeah, it's because that thing is like super, like you can't get anything in. It's never gonna open. But they don't sedate you. They just kind of go, and it's like, oh, this is bad. So
no chunks of flesh. No.
Well, you should probably go in and have them at least do a CT.
I have a doctor's appointment at the end of the month.
She's good. See, she should. She's really good.
But
I hang out at doctor's
Jiminy
offices.
Christmas.
I know.
Do you remember at the end of this? I haven't looked at the pattern for eons. They do one color at the end, right?
Yeah, you pick a color at the end and you just do knitted rows.
Knitted rows at the end. Okay,
Yeah, garter stitch.
This is my last.
The body break off. Continue with main color. Repeat rows 1 and 2, which is the knit. But you don't have to worry about the markers, and 5 times. And then
you don't have to worry about the markers? Or are you still increasing during that?
No, I mean up here, like it says place marker.
Oh.
You're slipping like that. That's the
Okay.
only thing when it says.
This is my last gray row then.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing pink for the last few rows.
Oh, I think the pink would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is my last.
Bye, gray.
This is my last gray row and my last pearl row.
See, when you do the shadow shawl with 2 colors or more, you could do it with more. You don't have to really keep track.
No, because it's just a 4-row repeat.
Exactly.
And really, once you get going, it's really only a 2-row repeat.
Totally.
Because you know when you're doing one color, you're just knitting, and when you do the other color, you knit, and then you
purl. The only thing is now I wouldn't necessarily have to keep track because you can tell in the color. When I was in the black brown, and I'm sorry, Heather, it really is black. But in the certain lights, it looks more brown than it did black. But now I know for sure it's it's black with a little bit of brown hue.
Well, and it fades into brown. It goes black into brown.
And it goes into brown and then yeah. So right there.
Whatever.
However, so yeah, see, as you can see, I'm still working on it. And
so
this is
hers is the same as this is the same pattern.
Yeah, it is.
But she's doing it with one strand.
Right. Actually,
I'm doing it with 2 different colors.
This is the shawl ball from Brenda and Heather. Here, it looks a little better on this side. The shawl ball of their Hello Darkness, my old friend.
Yeah.
And so I bought a shirt that says for the Eclipse. It was on sale, of course. Now they're all on sale. Hello Darkness, my old friend. So I can wear the shawl and the shirt together.
Awesome.
How fun is that? That's going to be great. So, but yeah.
You'll do that one time and then put the shawl away.
Yeah, I never get it out again. That's how I am. My sister's already called dibs on Glittering Snows, the Stephen West. She's like, I want that one. And I'm like, oh, okay. I said, you think you're going to live long enough for me to finish it? Because that's all I have right now is bigger projects. This one we're at 291 stitches across now. So
I don't know what I'm at.
I count.
I know. I don't.
I do. Because I'm terrible.
Opposites attract. This is why we're so good together.
Because I've always been a counter anyway, so it doesn't matter.
So you just count on paper, though. You don't count as you're stitching, do you?
Not when I'm stitching, no. But sometimes I do when I'm just kind of like sitting and listening to Judge Judy. I found a new one, Judge Faith. Because Judge Judy, I'm coming to the end. Judy Justice. She's now Judy Justice.
Oh, okay.
On Freevee or Prime. And so now she's on, you have to stream it. And I'm on season 3 and coming up to like episode 30. It's very mindless. You don't pay any attention. Mikey just sits downstairs and he's like, I can see why you watch this.
Because you don't have to really watch it.
You don't have to watch it, but it's company and
it's noise.
Yeah, it's noise. That's what I need.
It's noise. And then, if you hear something that seems kind of interesting, then you can stop what you're doing and pay attention.
And pay attention. It's the same thing.
You don't have to pay attention.
And that's how I like it. It's just, I was watching this other one on Netflix called Is It Cake? And it's all these amateur people making these really cool cakes. And then they
look realistic.
They have people come in to pick out of 5 which one is the cake, and then they win money. And some of them, I'm shocked and amazed at what these people can do amateur wise, when I can't even make a chocolate chip cookie.
Every bag of chocolate chips comes with a recipe on the back of it. Just follow the recipe.
Well, why don't you just buy the bag that has it, the package that has it in the little squares, and you just cut them out and put them on the sheet?
Well, you could do that too, but then there's all the crazy shit in there that your body doesn't need.
Yeah, but the ones at Christmas, the sugar cookies.
The sugar cookies are fantastic. I can't make sugar cookies better than the ones that come in I can't. Yeah, those are the best.
They are the best.
But I swear they put like almond paste or something in there. There has to be something like that in there, because I can't make sugar cookies that taste like that.
I don't know what they
But I can make better chocolate chip cookies than the ones that come in the square and you pop off and put in the oven.
I'm sure. Well, and now you can actually buy the edible chocolate chip cookie dough. They don't use eggs. They use applesauce or something. And it's just not the same. Just eat a raw egg. Who cares? I mean, you have to eat a whole dozen before it would like get you sick or something like that. So, anyhow. But
I'll just make up a batch of my own cookie dough. And
so are any of you guys going to YarnCon?
When is that anyway?
Next weekend. Saturday and
up
Sunday.
In Chicago.
Yeah. I thought about it because I thought maybe I could go up on Friday to the cemetery. And then, like I said, spend the night. But the parking and everything, and then going in, inevitably you're going to find stuff that you really need. Like I got on Fiber Seed.
No, you would.
I got on Fiber Seed and
Is she there?
Penelope. No, they're not at YarnCon. And Penelope, her daughter, now has her line.
Has her own line?
Yes.
Awesome.
And this one is pink and purple balloons.
Yeah.
Amazingly
cute. You got one, didn't you?
Yeah, I bought 2 skeins of DK. A hat and mittens. So
they're cool. It's like the perfect amount of pink and purple together.
It really is. It's incredible the colors that they get. And Reese has got a good job at it too.
Well, but Reese is just so damn cute.
Oh, I know he is. I don't remember seeing Penelope though.
I don't either.
I don't know if
I think she was at Green Castle.
Maybe once. They're usually at Hoosier Hills. They're usually at that one. I know for sure. Usually I see him there. But he's adorable. He's the best. Adorable. They ran out of cards. They didn't bring enough cards. So they went to Michael's and he colored. Yeah, he colored and wrote out business cards.
His own business cards. It was so cute.
It was the best thing ever.
I think I have one.
I do. I have one with my Reese with my Reese collection.
Yeah.
Can't do anything.
And that was that year that he had a red, white, and blue. It was that particular show that his colorway was red, white, and blue.
I think so. Now he has one with red, white, and blue and yellow. Reese Man.
Yeah.
That's like sort of like Superman takeoff sort
Yeah.
of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that was really really neat. She has and the funny bad thing is Lindsay, I don't know if you watch or if you guys have, you know, she's
Lindsay from
Lindsay English. That's the lady who owns
Fiber Seed.
Fiber Seed.
Okay.
And she puts these out, and the website goes out, I'm sure because she's busy during the day and the kids are home or whatever, and she gets 10 minutes, so she gets to put something on the website. And the next thing you know,
gone.
And then it's gone. Yeah, because I had to do a pre-order for and Karen, I think, ordered hers, and she's already got it, I think. And so it's like, whatever. It's just, you know, what are you going to do? It's like when Brenda and Heather do the same thing. I'm seriously thinking, I really like this color as it goes, and Karen got the sock. So it'd be interesting to see, because on the website, they show the sock stripe, not the yarn ball stripe.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, on the back of the yarn, on the card that you get with it, it shows the colors.
Yeah.
But on the striping on the website, it is such a cool stripe.
It is cool.
And I'm thinking, I might have to. I'm trying not to, guys. Really, I am, but it's not working. I go for a while. It's sort of, I guess, when you're on a diet, you go for like that first couple of weeks and you do
without having a potato chip.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden you say
the only thing you can think about is the potato chip.
Right?
Yeah.
Or you get these cravings. I hate bread pudding. I won't eat it. I just think it's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. That and custard pudding. Ugh. Sorry if you're a fan. Don't mean to intrude. And I'm sure yours is wonderful. Just like everybody says yours is good, but it's like, I get cravings for things like that.
That's like me and pie.
You don't like pie? I love pie.
I don't care for pie. And I should put a caveat on that. If the pie has a graham cracker crust, more than likely I'll have a slice.
So that's maybe more like a cheesecake type thing.
Right. Or a key lime. Or like Jamie brought here at Fundy's, they have an ice cream pie. They have ice cream pies now over at Fundy's. And he brought a vanilla cherry chocolate chip ice cream pie home.
Oh my God.
For our anniversary. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And they had little maraschino cherries, on each little pie slice.
Sunday, I'll have to look and see.
I think so.
Maybe
they have little maraschino.
Oh my God, how cute!
And they're frozen, right? But he knew it was okay because it was a graham cracker crust, so it was fine.
Okay.
That
works. I like that.
I don't like pie crust. So I'll just pass.
No, I like pie crust. Sometimes I like the pie crust better and I like the filling. And pecan pie, I only like the top. I don't like the
You like the
cushy.
Pecans.
Yeah, I like the pecans with the mushy stuff in between the pecans. I don't like the mushy stuff between the pecans and the bottom layer. Right. So I do like a good graham cracker crust, though. I have to admit, there's nothing.
It's the only way I'm going to eat a pie.
For the longest time, we only ate Nabisco. Nothing was, if Mom even tried to go somewhere else, we'd all just like nail her. You didn't use the regular graham crackers in there. So we'd eat like down to the crust, and she'd have all these graham cracker shit over. We were terrible kids. I'm telling you, I don't know how my mom made it to 92. In spite of
the preservatives.
Yeah, it must have been.
The preservatives. That's it.
Yeah, it's whatever.
You're preserved. You're well preserved.
I'm well preserved. I hope. I don't know.
I'm not, so I'll probably go sooner.
I don't know. It's people ask me that. It's funny because I don't know if it's funny, but I worked as a nurse for 25, 27 years. Dealt with death all the time.
Yeah.
It wasn't something I took lightly, and I never wanted anybody to go on my shift.
Right.
If I had somebody who was close to it, I'd walk in the room and I would say to them, "Hello, I'm Deb. I'm your nurse tonight. See these little arms? These are little arms. Way over there is the defibrillator. I have to run and get the defibrillator to save your life. So we are not going to have that happen in the next 12 hours. And do you know the paperwork I have to fill out? No way.
I'm not doing it.
And Karen isn't here. One of our girls, Karen, she liked to fill out the toe tag. That was her thing. She had to put the toe tag on.
I broke it off. No more gray.
No more gray.
I said I was going to do it until I was done with the things, but no.
You get to the point where you don't want to anymore.
I want to have another whip or another
FO. Right.
And get another whip off.
Get a whip off.
Get a whip off. So now I just have like 5 more rows to go.
No.
5.
1 and 2, 5 times.
10 more rows to go.
I didn't go 10 rows. I think I went 5.
I'll go to see.
I think I went 5. I think it was enough because I thought it would be too wide.
I mean, in essence, I'm running out of needles. I almost slid right off. I'm running out of needle space.
You know, you can change cords.
No, I can't. Nope, I can't.
You don't have one?
I don't have it any bigger. Nope. I don't want one. Nope.
I was going to just bring her. You know, me, I have
plenty long enough.
I have plenty of room. See, but I had to change. I started this. I have to admit, you guys, if you're working with dark colors, buy the Prim. They are amazing.
Oh, because
they're white.
They're white.
This went so much easier.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Or because
silver.
Or silver. I mean, but you could use a lighter color like the birch colors or the light wood colors. But the Prims were amazing for this first part of this. And if you notice, I took all my stitch markers off. They were getting a little heavy because I'm not making as much progress.
Right.
You know, it was like an hour. I thought, well, I can do an hour every day on this and kind of get going on it. But now it's over an hour to do the set. And I'm getting over it.
I feel like it took me 51 minutes. Now we're talking and I'm stopping and whatnot. But it took me 51 minutes to do the purl row back.
Yeah. Oh.
I started it and I just stopped with the purl row.
And you're not a
51 minutes
anywhere.
I don't like purling anyway, but
yeah. Well, and me, look, 51 minutes and I'm not even through the first knit row.
By the way, Jody from Sun-Soaked Yarns, if you are watching or you do watch this, hit me up. I have a question for you that I can't remember. I know we talked about it before. I'll send you a DM too. I have a question.
You know, another person you might want to ask about it, and I don't know if they do it, is Ashley. I mean, Jody, from Washington, the ones that made me my socks. I don't know if they do an advent.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. So maybe Jody would be the one to talk.
I'll hit up.
We'll hit up a couple of people.
I'll hit up a couple of people. I have a couple questions.
And I'm going to bite my tongue.
She has to.
God.
Or
I'm not going to get to see it.
Or my new shoes may go right up your backside.
Yeah, that's okay. No one would even notice my underwear is big enough, so it'd be all right. So that's okay.
I did get a new pair of shoes. I got a new pair of what are they called? Anyway, new shoes for work.
Oh.
Dance Co.
Dance Co.
Yeah.
I'm a Skechers kid.
I usually am a Skechers kid too, but Jamie got me that dang gift certificate to Kearns over there.
Yeah.
And I went in and I said, I just want a new pair of shoes for work because I was wearing.
Well, now that you're Madam Freight Executive,
but I was wearing a pair of black.
She has a title now.
I do. I was wearing Black Mary Jane Skechers. And I was, but they're 2 or 3 or 4 years old. And they were a little big, so they were kind of.
I'm not hard on my shoes at all. And the sad thing is I looked in the one drawer because with all the cleaning out, there is an entire big drawer. Now I have a queen size bed with 2 drawers, one on each side.
Yeah.
Okay. So that drawer is pretty deep.
On the bottom,
Underneath the bed.
Yeah,
For
cool.
storage.
Okay. Because you need more storage.
Of course, I don't have enough.
Yeah.
Anyway, in the one drawer, there are shoes.
It's all shoes.
Oh yeah, wait. These are New Balance shoes that Disney put out for their Disney runs. So I have Minnie Mouse and Mickey Mouse and Belle.
Are they too
and
big?
Cinderella.
Are they all too big?
No, they're a little loose because my feet are smaller. But I haven't done a Disney run since 2016.
Right.
And these are all like brand new because I wouldn't wear them when there was bad weather. And I opened the drawer and I went, holy crap! I wonder. They're really kind of cute, like the yellow ones. They're beautiful. They're Belle. They're just amazing.
You should sell them.
And then the black and white ones with Minnie Mouse, they put, up here at the top of the foot. I don't have ties.
She's like pointing like y'all can see it.
Like the little eyelets. They have little
ears.
No,
or
the
whiskers.
eyelashes.
Oh, the eyelashes.
It's so cute. And if you look at them, people will look down and see she's got polka dot shoes on. And then when they look over there, they're like, they have eyelashes. It's so fun to wear. I should wear them more often.
You should either wear them or you should sell them.
Yeah. I have a couple of bags that I've actually been saving boxes because I may put some stuff on Poshmark because I am getting ready to get rid of some of my bags. But again, but I don't know. I may just wait until you have a gathering and bring them all over like I usually do when it comes to my stuff. So I need to do that with my yarn and my fabric and probably with my pens. I ordered some stuff on Temu yesterday.
You should really do that with things that you actually don't use anymore. Like literally your cross stitch that you just got rid of everything of. What other things do you have whole collections of that you don't do anything with anymore? Because I know when you start something, you're like, oh, I'm going to watercolor. And then
I have to have it all.
You have to have it all. And you haven't watercolored for 10 years, but you still have it all.
I still have it all.
Right.
Because I may want to get back to it.
If you get back to it, you're going to want the new stuff out. You're not.
Yeah, but some of the old stuff is even better, but it's all tried out.
It's all tried out. It's all bad. It's not good anymore. So you just need to get rid of it. So what is in your house right now that you haven't touched? What craft right now that is left in your house that you have not touched in the last 10 years?
Oh, I've touched them all in the last 10 years. I've moved it.
Okay, other than moving it.
What haven't I done? My pins.
That's not a craft. That's
an obsession.
That's an obsession and a collection. That's not a craft. Like knitting and yarn is a craft. Like you have to have the yarn to knit. They're two different things for you.
Right. Yarn collecting is one hobby. Doing it is another hobby.
And searching for the perfect pattern is another
hobby.
Right.
And getting all the needles is another hobby.
Right. But it all is the same.
But the fun part of it is always trying. What I really, really, really like to do is come up with a way to put it in so I know where it is. Okay. But I never get that far because
you never use that.
No, I use it.
Strategy to find the yarn that you want.
But I never finish it. And so by the time I want to get to a size 5 needle, they're either all in a project that's sitting in a bag, or they're in the bottom of the basket because I worked my way down to 9s and they're down here somewhere. It's like what I do is I throw everything in and then I work my way down. But I never get past the first or second layer, and I'm like, screw it, I'm not digging for it. I just go out and get another one. And that's part of the problem with being, what is it?
A hoarder. That's part of the problem with being a hoarder. You have it, you just can't find it, and I'll just go buy a new one.
Exactly. I'm a clean hoarder, though.
You are a clean hoarder.
And
I'm wondering, do you have like? Did you did you like? Oh,
I never got into scrapbooking.
Okay, well that's good because that's like you would need another wing.
Right. The problem.
What about like tatting or?
No, didn't do that.
Do you have?
I don't embroider. I cross
Latch hook?
stitch. I did it one time,
And
but
you
it
don't
took
have
too
it?
long.
You don't have any?
No, I don't have any latch hook. No, none of that. Gail has most of that.
Gail has that. Oh,
yeah. She'll take it out every once in a while and put 2 stitches in. And it's funny because she's crocheting the ducks to help me do the ducks for the cruise. And she doesn't even have the first head done. And I'm on I'm doing one a day now, pretty much.
Right.
The only thing is I was looking yesterday for yellow fiber fill. Because you can kind of see through it when you do the decreases at the bottom. If you you can kind of see it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get yellow paint and you just run the fiber fill through the paint and let it dry.
I wonder if you couldn't dye the fiber fill.
Yeah, you can. But I don't want to have to wash and dry and everything else. This way, if I just take the fiber fill and put it in there and get it all yellow.
Don't you have a yellow highlighter pen?
Yeah, but it
so fill it up. So fill up your little duck, and then you just have one little spot and use it.
I've been doing that, but it just doesn't look. And then also the way this pattern is, when you fill it, you have to be careful how you fill them. I don't know. Do you got your crocheters out there? Do you guys make the toys? What is it called? Argamamagumi?
Yeah, I can't pronounce it.
Yeah,
Gurumi
or whatever it is. He doesn't sit very well. What I did with the ghosts, when I put the hat in, it was on a stick. So I glued the hat to the top of the ghost, and then pushed up and cut the stick so that he had stability.
Yeah,
but his bottom was much better than the duck. The duck doesn't get. So I don't know if I should maybe take a little bit of like plastic in there, or put maybe a fishing weight in there to hold him so he stays flat. He kind of either goes back or leans to the side.
Yeah, I wonder if you couldn't put some beans or something
on the bottom to kind of give it that thing.
The weight on the bottom.
So put some comments up on
any suggestions for
anybody who does that sort of thing.
Stuffies.
Yeah, those little stuffy things and things. So that's my latest thing. Beth Ann is really, my younger sister thinks they're adorable. And I did a hedgehog and he was kind of cute. This duck is adorable, but I found another duck one that's even better. The crochet ones go faster.
Yeah, for sure.
The knit ones are cuter, but the crochet ones are faster. So I definitely think I'll stick with the crochet ones.
I wonder if on your decreases, if you don't downsize your hook to a smaller hook, if you wouldn't see.
Maybe. That's true too. I might have to do something like that.
Give it a whirl. See what happens. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? It doesn't work and you have to tear it out.
Yeah, big deal. Tearing out in crochet, whoop, piece of cake.
Well, and you would only tear out a couple of circles.
Yeah, but you don't have to pick up anything.
No, and it's tear
wonderful.
Out a few stitches and go back.
Anyway, you never know. So we will see you guys next week.
I'm gonna have this done next week. Come hell or high water, it's gonna be done.
Should we sit in here?
No, it'll be done next week.
Yeah. So
it'll be done next week because the Masters only goes through today, so that I can actually watch a movie or something with my husband and not have to.
He's out golfing today. I'm surprised he's not watching. When does the Masters start? When do they tee off? In the day?
I think they tee off at like 9, 8 or 9.
I don't understand. You play 18 holes of golf in 3 days?
No, they play 3 rounds of golf.
Oh.
Friday is the elimination round. So you play to decide who's going to play on Saturday.
Okay.
So there's 18 holes on Friday, and then the top players, top 55 players or whatever it is, the cutoff, which was +4 this year.
What do you mean +4?
Anybody who shot a +4 or better made the cut.
Made the cut. So they probably have more than that.
So fucking Tiger Woods made the cut.
She doesn't like Tiger Woods.
I'm not a big Tiger Woods fan.
The only name I remember right now is Phil Nickerson.
Oh, he made the cut too.
He's good. I liked him.
Mr. Lefty.
I don't know any other. Is there a Carpenter?
I'm sure there is. I don't know.
Or is that race car?
Scheffler was in first on Friday, and then he fell way back to like 6th or 7th yesterday midday, and then he got a freaking eagle. Crazy. And shot right back up
they're
into
on
first.
The endangered species list. He shouldn't
Eagles?
be taking out eagles.
He shouldn't be taking out eagles. Yeah, no. So then he shot right back into first again.
That was quite a joke for you guys.
But
Didn't
yeah,
like
no,
that?
they do
Yeah.
18 holes each day.
Okay. Yeah, it's like watching paint dry.
It is. It is. And I know way too much about it, and I don't care for the sport.
Hush goes the crowd as they're talking on the line. So I will say goodbye from Scienceville, not the golf course.
Colleen says a washer. Put a washer in
That's
the
a
bottom.
good idea. Ta-da, you won.
Yeah.
Because
A washer would work.
oh, good. Then I get to go to the hardware store and see what kind of little giddy gadgets. That's where I get my.
Don't
clips.
tell your husband, or you'll be there for 2.5 hours.
Maybe I'll send him.
Just stopping at Lowe's on your way home. And
No,
go,
I'll send him.
I need some washers about this big. Oh yeah, send him.
Send him.
Tell him I need some washers about this big. You know.
Thank you, Colleen. I can get rid of him for hours.
Yeah.
Is this one going to work? I don't know. You maybe not. Maybe you better go and check and see if you can get. Do they have one just a little bit smaller? I don't know. Go check. Perfect. God, I got rid of him for days. That's it. And he's still alive.
Days.
And I got to stop saying that. Somebody told me that the other day.
And you haven't killed him yet.
I haven't killed him. They're like, something's going to happen to him and you're going to be the first suspect. And I said, yeah, it really hasn't been too bad. He hides upstairs. I don't know any of you who are out there over age of 62 that have signed up for Social Security. How long did it take you to do it? What, an hour maybe? Not much. He's worked on it for a week. One whole week. He has had meetings with Benefit Center, Social Security.
Good morning, Carrie.
Back, I don't know who else.
What
He's
the hell
back and
for?
forth. He's been to 3 seminars. I don't know.
About what?
I have no idea.
Yes, I want to retire.
Yes, I want it. I don't know if it's because, is he technically employed? Will our insurance cover? Does he have to get Medicare? Does he have to do this? And I'm like, too many questions. I said, I just hit the button and it came. And then
he waits long enough, he might not get it.
It'll be broke. They'll turn it off and then he won't have any. And then it'll be.
I'm not counting on it. I'm not counting. Speaking of my taxes this year, remember last year we had bad issue with taxes?
Yeah.
And we had to pay a whole bunch.
Don't tell me this year you're getting a bigger return.
No. This year we owe fucking more.
No way.
And we went to our payroll people and we're like, we need to bump this up. I'm putting 15% of my income into my 401k. 15%.
You're going to be really rich when you retire.
$1,000 to the feds this year.
Oh, I owed the state. The feds was nothing. The feds were fine.
Nope,
I owed the state.
I owe.
First time in 45 years we've been married that we actually had to pay. First time. And I was like,
getting back
and
200 and something from the state, but
see, now that's just the opposite. We had to pay the state like $2,000, and because we cashed in his life insurance, and they didn't take any state tax out, so that's why we had to do that. And so I'm going to, it is a bunch of confusing things because you want to keep it kind of going the same thing. He actually let me break out the HSA card. We've had HSA, when they put that in, 8 years ago, 10 years ago, something like that. He's been putting the maximum amount in there, and he never wanted me to use it, which I understand. Save it for later, sort of. But sometimes paying like the dental bill was put a strain on the household because
Yeah, why wouldn't you use the HSA on that?
no, we had to save for the rainy day. Thank God when I went to the dentist, it was raining. So I paid for the dentist. He actually gave me my card. I actually have it. So there you have it. What do you know? And I'm not going to say it anymore. He's really okay. He's going up to see his sister. So for the next 2 days, I get to have all the fun I want in the house, and I can make a mess.
And on day 3, you can send him to the.
I am. I'm gonna. That's a great, Colleen. I got it. That's perfect. I'll use a little.
Send
washer.
him for some washers.
I'm gonna send him for some washers.
Or it may take him longer to find it in the garage. Tell him you don't want him to buy them. You should find them because I'm sure you have some.
Oh, I know. In fact, yeah, we do.
Right. So tell him we really need to buckle down and not spend as much money.
It is his fault.
We need to buckle down and save some money. So I really don't want you to buy these washers. I know we have them somewhere. Could you just go find some? Because we really need to buckle down and not spend as much money.
Right. As a squishy package comes with yarn in it,
No, Sue sent that to me.
Sue sent it. Yeah, Yeah, he's not going to believe that for a minute. So anyhow, you guys. So,
oh my gosh. We'll talk to you guys later.
All right. She needs what do you need? I need a
whole cart built.
Oh, yeah, but you would be retired and moved away and probably in a nursing home by the time you got it finished. So don't expect, except for you, he'd probably do it really quick.
Right. But
yeah.
But Colleen, do you have the design specs made out? Because if
she's
not,
an engineer too.
I know. Well, I know.
But between the two of them, they'd spend more time speculating about it than actually doing it. So they would be like going, "No, we got to put it. What if we put the screw this way?
She's technically a project manager, so she would manage it.
Well, she'd have to manage it.
She'd manage it.
But then Mikey still has to do all the policy and procedures. He'd have to write it all out and say, "Well, where is it?" God forbid. This is like forever.
I love you, Colleen. I do.
On that note, I think you've had enough of us for the day. So we'll see you guys next week. And I know it's not a touch screen. Ha ha. I remembered. Only because she had turned. Never mind.